Okay, I think, and we're live. Brilliant. Right, well, let's get back to Taylor Aerospace. Now, I did mean to continue this yesterday. However, I had an unfortunate situation where, obviously, lunchtime, I, came off as I often do. I get visited by the happy lunchtime hand, and I decided to go out, take my car, and go grab some food. Now, unfortunately, my car broke down. So, hey, yay! That was fun. But yeah, my car broke down, so I spent all afternoon calling out the AA. Yeah, who did in fairness fix my car and installed a new battery. They were pretty good, to be fair to them. So, and they've actually been pretty good. I've had some problems with my battery quite a lot over the last couple of months, and they've been very good about that. So, yeah. Hashtag not sponsored. Okay, so anyway, going back to what we need to do, we need to dock 2 vessels in or around the Mun. Okay, that's fine. I also wanted to build a science station on Minmus, didn't I? Okay, yeah, hang on, what else did we need to do? Plant flag on Mun, science data from the surface of the Mun. Okay, that's reasonably easy and dock 2 vessels. If I create a new probe... Oh, this thing is so unnecessary. Okay, actually, yeah, if we take that out, boom. It's got batteries, sweet. So let's move this over slightly. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks good. I think that's about on, isn't it? Okay, so I think I don't know. We have to take. No, let's take that off actually, because we don't need it. Clampatron. Docking unit. Okay. That's a horrible shaped rocket, but I think it looks funny, so we're going to stick with that. And what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll put this in orbit around the Mun. Then I will take my standard Mun ship, put a docking port on top, do that. Oh, this has got some really nice probe features as well. Yeah, then I'll do that. I'll just dock them together, land on the Mun, I'll grab all the stuff we need, and then I'll start looking towards, if we can get even more science, then we can start looking towards building a proper little space station as well, actually, but as well as a Minmus base. I'm looking at wanting to build. So, first launch of the day. I think I mentioned this yesterday, I'm really tired today. I didn't sleep well again. I'll admit I'm finding streaming quite draining, actually. Certainly more draining than I thought I'd find it. Which is weird, I know it just sounds like, oh, you're just talking to your mic. It's like, I get it, it shouldn't be. Oh god, here we go. Can we prograde? We actually pull this back. We actually might be able to pull this back. Yeah, but I have been finding streaming surprisingly difficult. Not difficult, like I say, draining. Draining's the best way I can phrase it. Just tiring, yeah. Sort of talking to yourself and whatnot. It can be quite hard. Okay, just on this lump now. If I pull over a bit, try and get that 6% down. Because I want to come at the moment with a fairly equatorial orbit. Okay, I mean that's not great. It's not bad either though. Like, it will do. We've got enough fuel to do this, so it's fine. But yeah, it's yeah, I've just been finding it a bit draining, I think. I mean, for context, as well, and I'm not saying this for sort of what sympathy or anything that anyone might claim, but I'm disabled, quite badly physically disabled, and I have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Long story short, my body doesn't process collagen correctly. All my sort of anything that has collagen in it, connective tissue, so skin, muscle, ligaments, all that sort of stuff, is extra stretchy. A lot of people who have this condition sort of are extremely double jointed and whatnot. With me, it manifests in dislocations, frequent dislocations, and just pain, just a lot of pain. So every morning I take slow release morphine for painkillers, and I also take other painkillers as well throughout the day to try and help with this, and I've been taking these for years now, unfortunately. It's not a curable condition, it's degenerative. It will get worse as time goes on. Hopefully it won't. It might just plateau for now, for a long time, but it's generally considered a degenerative issue. So yeah, there's that aspect of it, that obviously these painkillers make you quite lightheaded, and they can make you quite tired as well, and drowsy and whatnot. But that, particularly for me, manifests in anything that involves using any form of effort, if that makes sense. It's like just sitting playing games, yeah, I find draining, because it's not sitting doing nothing. But then sitting down playing games, and talking all the time, I find it even more difficult. I'm sorry if I'm sort of stuttering a little bit here. It's I sort of find it difficult to talk about a lot of the time, for obvious reasons, as I imagine most people can understand, particularly on the internet. Opening yourself out on the internet can be, it's dangerous. It can be a dangerous topic. You've got trolls for a start, who just will be horrible, but then generally, yeah, you've got, hang on a sec. Oh, that's kind of a bit too far down the orbit. So yeah, but then just generally you've got people who misunderstand. So one of the biggest things I found about misunderstandings is, specifically, one of the things I have really bad with my issues is that, if I set myself to normal and get around to the descending node, it affects my legs very heavily. I have to use a walking stick everywhere I go. Sometimes, a lot of the time, even just around the house, but even if I'm just leaving to go get my car out of I live in a block of flats, just a 30-second walk to go get my car. It's a walking stick. So unfortunately though, that can lead itself to people thinking that the only thing that's wrong with you is your legs. So when you have issues holding down a job or whatnot because you're tired all the time and your mind can't function because you're drowsy and distorted from these painkillers and whatnot, and you're just tired because of the pain, that people just like, well, what's wrong with you? It's only your legs. Hang on, where's that? You know, people saying, well, what's wrong with you? It's only your legs that don't work. What's the problem? When obviously that is just a gross oversimplification of what's actually happening to me and my body. But you do get this situation where people are just like, they think, oh, you can sit at a desk and day and work, you know, and sit in an office or something. That would be fine. But yeah, I mean, I could literally spend hours and hours telling you about all the weird little ways my condition affects my body, and it's things you wouldn't even think about. It can affect your body in so many different and weird and wacky ways. And you know, I'm only one person. For a lot of people, it affects them in a lot of different ways. You know, there are people with this condition. There are people who are a lot worse off than me. Wheelchairs often come up. I think I can't remember her name. I think it's Charlie Houston, an actress on Corrie. Can't remember. I don't watch Corrie. I just know of her obviously because of the condition. But she has it. Obviously, she's in a wheelchair. I believe her character was written to have the condition as well. That's why her character's in a wheelchair as well, which makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, so obviously you can get people who are. Well, I mean, they did a great storyline on Corrie about where her character was done for drug possession or dealing, I believe. I can't remember which one it was. Weed, because it went into this whole concept of like medicinal cannabis and whatnot. And I don't touch drugs. I never have. But it's certainly an interesting question about whether people like myself. I mean, it has come up recently. I know there was that little lad who had epilepsy, I think it was, or something. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff about that, about whether people who suffer with pain should be allowed either medical cannabis or drugs derived from cannabis and its painkilling effects. So yeah, they did a great story about that, because it is hard. You know, it's not easy. But yeah, I sort of sit about middling. You know, there's a lot of people who are worse off than me, but there's also a lot of people who have this condition and have nothing really but double jointedness, or very, very stretchy skin. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I got diagnosed about 6-7 years ago now. I think it was 7 years ago, I think. And I've been having symptoms affecting me quite heavily for about 8 or 9 now. It did take several years. I can't really remember the exact timeline, if I'm honest, but it did take quite a while for me to get diagnosed. I had some issues with diagnosis. You know, at first it did hit my legs. That's what hit me first, was my legs. And I went to the doctors about it, and they were just like, okay, well, you've probably pulled a muscle or something. Here's some codeine, go away. I was like, yeah, okay, fair. Might have done, you know? There's no reason I couldn't have done. Anyway, this went on for several months, until eventually one doctor was like, okay, well, we better send you off for some tests. And they did an MRI, I think it was an MRI anyway. X-rays and whatnot, and they just came back as negative. There was nothing wrong, nothing physically wrong that they could see. Eventually, my doctor went along the unfortunate line of I have suffered with depression in the past, so he started thinking that I was suffering with depression again, and the pain was a physical manifestation of my depression. I obviously argued it was the other way around, that I was depressed because I was in a lot of pain, and no one was taking me seriously. So yeah, eventually though, one of my doctors, I'm not even too certain whether she did it just to shut me up. Just be like, alright, fine, we'll send you off to a specialist, just because, you know, that'll make you happy, sort of thing. And within about 5 minutes, the specialist was like, yeah, you got this. Just because he'd seen it before. I walked in and he was like, okay, can I touch your skin? Can I pull on it? And he tested, because obviously you've got stretchy skin, but people with EDS tend to have very smooth skin. It's often it's like almost silky smooth and almost very, very pale and translucent as well. You can see our veins incredibly easily. So yeah, Right, okay, well I've got this in orbit, so I can leave this here now anyway. So I've way gone off on a tangent, haven't I? Right, so we can leave this here. Let's go back to the Space Center. We all go to the Mun. But yeah, so there you go. Sorry, I went off on an enormous tangent there. I do apologise, but that's yeah, that's my story, I suppose, for lack of a better word. And that's why I often feel so tired all the time. And you'll often hear me come on this stream and say, "Oh, I feel exhausted at the moment," and that's why. Just having this condition, it's unfortunate, but it makes you extremely tired just to be. It is unfortunate. Right, anyway, so we want a Clampotron docking port unit. We do not want that. Oh, for God's sakes. So we just want to toggle snap. Is that on properly? Close enough. Right, let's take Jeb up again. I think Jeb actually leveled up, didn't he, the other day? He did. Ah, thank God for that. Nice. That is going to be so much more helpful. I mean, I still wish we had the target and marker mode, but whatever, this is still going to be a lot more helpful. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I need to do that way. Well, hang on a second. Let's do that then. Let's bring a Comnet thing. Cargo. Neutron. Let's do it. $25 liters. Okay. So right. Okay. So we're going to need some sort of thing like that, aren't we? Got the group monitor. Whatever analyzer we already took. I'll tell you what. I can also take the seismometer, because why not? I can set them up. I'll try and land as close as I can. Even I admit that might be quite difficult. I've never been one for accuracy in this game. Yeah, to continue on the theme though, using anyone who's watching this as my own personal therapy session. I do find it interesting when I became disabled. You know, a lot of able-bodied people think that everything that can be done to help disabled people has been done. And it's not until you're in the situation yourself that you realise just how wrong that is. There's so many places I can't go. Oh, no. Yeah, because I just can't get in. Like there's stairs or something that I can't get up and there's no way to access them. So many places that just haven't thought about it. Although there's the benefit of parking. I will admit that is useful and I quite enjoy it. It just makes generally going out so much easier. Oh, right, okay, we're already past the 70 mark. Let's lay flat. Try and increase our horizontal speed. Taking a while, innit? Should speed up time. Well, that's not... I kind of feel that's not really going horizontal very much. Okay, I've hit 100k, I don't really want to go much higher than that. I feel I'd just be wasting fuel then. Alright, let's pull ourselves into an orbit. Now I'm going to admit, after the docking procedure, I'm not 100% sure this is going to have enough fuel. Although in theory, assuming I can get there properly, I could transfer the fuel from the what I've just parked. Okay, this could be interesting. It's taking its time, isn't it? Oh, that's because I didn't speed up time, did I? Yeah. Oh, I'm a bit of an idiot, aren't I? Yeah. Oh god, yeah, this is just a circular rise as well, isn't it? Okay. Le Mans. Yeah, I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do. Wow, this is really taking its toll. I thought I would well clear I'd be able to have enough here. Okay, anyway, whatever. Let's keep an eye on this. Bring it in. Bring it into about the 50. Or the other. Too far. Like that. Have I got 2 probes around the man? No, just the one. Okay, we can set that as the target. Ah, it's off. Just to come in. One of us is coming in at an angle. Okay, that's not going to help. That's fine. Oof, thrust forward to that. We can do this. This is easy. It's fine. My only issue is because I want to be so specific in where I want to go when I actually do land. I'm worried that this could be a little off. I mean, at least I'll be able to get the docking. That's a given. Okay, it's fine. Periapsis. Pull ourselves in. We're going to pull it all the way in because chances are we're going to need to be out there anyway. Retrograde this. Then I'm going to have to just respond to a text I've had in a moment as well. Oh, God, I've gone too far, haven't I? Okay, one moment, sorry. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. Right, have I... Yeah, I've gone too far, haven't I? Okay, prograde it. There we go. So what's my... There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we'll go to the ascending node, which we go anti-normal. You always have to try and remember it's the opposite of whatever it is you're trying to do. Yeah, so if you want to go, if you're ascending, you point the down one, the anti-normal. That's not too bad. I will... Where's our... Okay, okay. So I'm going to come back to the ascending node. Yeah, look, I think that's about as close as we're going to get. Let's go around again and see where that orange one leads. Okay, not much. So if I just do that, I can see that the intersect is 300 kilometers. Yeah, so if I prograde, it makes it a slower orbit, and we can pull in now. Okay, we can get between 0.1. That is fantastic. We'll add a maneuver there, just so we can forward our way round, and we don't overdo it. That's fine. So, go target. No, we want to go retrograde to the target. So we'll be pointing backwards. Then, if we just get ourselves a little bit closer. Okay. Now we're going to map mode now. And fire. Get ourselves retrograde to the target. That means that this is our relative speed to the target. So kill that. That means we are now, me and the target are now travelling at the same speed. Now see, our target is quite small. I can't see it. retrograde again. That's approaching very fast. Pointing right at the damn thing. Okay, no, we don't want radial. Silly. Okay, I am actually gonna just warp us around to the light. Because I can't see, which means you can't see. There it is. Yeah, you will note that I do not have RCS on this craft. I did not put RCS on the other craft either. There's good reason for this, and you'll discover that reason now. So, we grab that, set the Clampatron as target, control from here. We also move to this. We'll control this from here. Set that as target. So all we need to do now is face the target. Go back to our other ship. Now, it's better if you have the better stuff where you can actually set target as like a thing. It will actually auto-track. But even without it, honestly, this is good enough most of the time. Hey, there we go. So that should have nailed me my Rendezvous 2 vessels. Nice. So now it would be plant flag on the moon. I didn't ever gain resources from the moon. Didn't I? Unable to transmit deploy to the state from the moon. So yeah, that's all about the Minmus ones that we did. We've started going to our first station around the moon. We've made a docking move around the moon. Yeah, okay. Surface deployed mystery go observations from the moon's surface has generated and successfully transmitted 49 science points back to Kerbal. Collect 28% or 50% of the surface deployed mystery go observations. So is that, sorry, does that just send shit back? I didn't realise that's how it worked. Okay, fine, whatever. This entire craft is going to get destroyed, so what I'm going to do is, if we just open both of those, I'm just going to transfer the fuel across, nick the fuel out of this. It doesn't need it. I do. Okay, that makes my liquid fuel tanks full, and there's an adapter there that can also take it. In and in. This is going to be complete full fuel now. Brilliant. And I can now, if I go back to control from here, undock. There we go. Right, so I can now, if I transfer to this, and I will turn the SAS on, slowly turn retrograde. Get myself out of the way. I don't want this around anymore. So there you go, that can fire itself off into the planet. The moon, sorry. Right, so we want to go here. So I'll set this as the target. So I'll go normal, because we do need to actually get on the right plane for this. This is very important. Okay. At least it's coming into the light as well. Because I'm going to want to see what I'm doing. Oh, of course the moon is fixed, isn't it, on Kerbal? Okay, I mean, this feels like it's way off, man. Okay, I'm gonna quick save here, just in case, because this looks like it's gonna be pretty technical, and I'm just bad. Like I know that I'm bad at this stuff. I mean, we're looking for something very small. There we go. And again, I'll probably have to adjust that due to the varying orbits, but hopefully I can land there. No, 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 no. Go to the marker, go to the marker. Okay. Okay, cool. So, that looks like it's going pretty neatly across. So if we set the retrograde. Okay, if we go retrograde now. Burn. I mean, we've easily got enough time. I'm basically just trying to get myself closer to the little science centre here. By pulling my orbit in a little bit. I think I actually need to be a little bit further south. Should be okay, shouldn't it? I'm going to use the map for this. I think it's going to be better, to be honest. So the target is practically directly below me. Better just land now, hadn't I? Oh, this is quite pretty. So what would have been nice was if I bought a rover with me today. Right, I could have then driven there, got there pretty quick. It'll all be nice and smooth. Nice and slow. I can hear it. Oh yeah, yeah. None of them are gonna work, are they? Of course they're not. Idiot. Huh! I never did an EVA report. Interesting. Okay. Right, let's... Oh, God, what? What can I do here to get rid of this then? They're all 25 litres. That being 17, it can't go anywhere. Oh, I can just directly transfer them. Oh, right, okay, fantastic then. That's fine. Get up, Jab. You can jump very high on the moon. Now, I can... Is it still set as my target? It says target. Like, I can hear it. Am I being very dense here? Like, is this just... Get up. Let's go back to your ship. If it's this far away, we can fly there. So yeah, so I'm still done. Okay. Actually did quite well, I think. Alright, Jeb, let's EVA you. Yeah, let's... What's that? Is that the Communitron? Yeah, so let's take that. Oh, poor Jeb, you can't move, can you, when you jump? Okay, we can actually speed up time. Hey, look at that! We actually managed to find it. We actually managed to land here and find it. I don't know about you. I'm just genuinely happy with myself. Like, I don't think I've ever been able to be accurate like that before. And here it is. Okay, Jeb. Let's give it a good old Communitron as well. Maverick 25%, science completed 30%, science transmitted 27%. So if I disable and pick up, there's nothing I can do. It just does it on its own, I assume. Where's the control station? There you go. Total power needed 3. Total power available 4. Okay, that's good. Rename vessel. Okay, I think that's alright actually. So let's return home. Oh, that's not good, is it? Did you see what that was doing? There is going to be some cracking issues with this, isn't there? Right, okay. We'll take ourselves the correct one. Grand Slam passive side alarm, so yeah, that's it. Oh mate, come on. Why are you falling over, dude? I like this landscape, with the sun just beaming down in our face. Setting up a little control station. Love it. Okay, let's place our seismometer. Power needed 4, total power available 4. Module enabled. Okay, subject 5, science completed. That one, yeah, the weather analyzer is. Is that because I can't? Yeah, so it's just off, isn't it? So, I'm not sure it needs the other power. Yeah, I'm not sure it needs the other power module. Like, it's fine on its own, it'll do what it needs to do. Okay. I wish I'd known that you could just transfer them over like that. You just direct transfer. You didn't need to prat around with anything. That would have been so much easier. Okay, board. SAS. Alright, goodbye. That was a pretty damn successful mission, I would say. Pretty darn successful. That's a cool crater. Got a lot of fuel as well. I think I was able to do that secondary fuel transfer. I mean, that is actually a good thing about, say, space stations. Space stations can be very good for that. You load them up, put them into orbit of something rotating, like the Mun, and then have it decked out with tons of fuel. I actually do that. Yeah, so you can, if you've got, say, 5,000 Delta V on it, you can do that with a big enough ship. Leave it in around the Mun, you can send something up, grab stuff from the Mun, and then you can launch off from the Mun, and it's much easier. And you've now got full fuel tanks as well to go with it. We're gonna leave the Kerbin system if we do that. Okay, that's fine. We can bump, retrograde. I've got so much fuel as well. Oh, is that something that's going to happen, is it? We're going to whip ourselves around the Mun. I don't think so. When I said I had plenty of fuel, I really did mean I have plenty of fuel. Enough that you can basically do what you want. Okay, we want a nice sort of even, quite shallow descent angle. And we can speed up. Okay. Yeah, I'm in one of these ships. I haven't taken any of that, am I? Never mind. Oh, starting to heat up. Flip it round. There was one time I did that, and I actually left the the remains too close to my own ship. It blew up and blew up my ship. I've also had it one time where they accidentally came back and crashed it into my ship. Like it was, I went with the coupler. Right, activate my parachutes and let's speed this up. Because absolutely, I've got enough parachutes here. Like I'm not. That's not something I'm bothered about now. As I normally tend to be on these things. Oh, have I got it? Oh, I'm nearly at the bloody space center as well. That's going to kill me if I keep going. What's happening here? Oh, is it the three parachutes aren't aligned properly? I've never had it like this, so where it wobbles so much. Maybe I should have put them in a slightly different orientation, because yeah, you've got this one on the back and then two on this side, which are pulling at it. I'm amazed I landed nearly at the space center though. That's quite cool. Oh, there you go. Jettison the heat shield as well. Still on target. Odd. Okay, yeah, I'm at a bit of a dodge angle, but it should be fine because I'm going so slow. Alright, we'll keep the speed going then. Right, let's land. Alright, we've landed. Absolutely great. We'll recover that. I don't think we really got much science from that. Because, I mean, that wasn't the point of the mission, though. The point of the mission was to get that docking thing gone and introduce some more stuff to our little science station up there. Wow, we have got some science points. I'm assuming they came from our last mission to Minmus. Awesome. That's what I'm going to have to go for, I think, soon. So let's have a look. What have we got? What do I want to get out of here? I'm just going to quickly send a text message as well. I apologise. Right, sorry about that. I was just sending a text to a friend. I had a weird email this morning. One of my old streams has been copyright claimed because, hilariously, the composers, owners, whatever of the boss music in Final Fantasy 15 have copyright claimed my stream of Final Fantasy 15, the moment where I fought a boss. So yeah, I've disputed that because I believe that comes under fair use personally. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to go for this one because I want those extra landing struts. I'll go for this one as well because we can make ourselves a telescope. Field science, we can make a rover. We go to making a rover, and we can't buy any of these until we upgrade. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, so we're gonna have to upgrade our R&D department, which means we're going to need a lot more money, like literally 1 million more. So I'm going to have to do some missions to make money here, unfortunately. So I want that, the Grav Max negative gravioli detector. Gets you very decent amounts of science. That does. Iron grapher? What's that? That's a deployed science experiment. Okay, that can go on my Mun base then. And I'll also be building a. I really wanted that before I built my Minmus science base. I kind of feel by the time I've got that, my Minmus science base will be pretty much done. I'm going to get the heavy rocketry as well, because that gets me my mainsail rocket engines. A thoroughbred and twin bore are also pretty good, to be fair. Precision propulsion. They could also be very useful, but I'm not sure I want to get them just yet. I will get the nuclear propulsion engine though, because that can be extremely useful for interplanetary missions, which I'm not going to attempt just yet. Actually, I probably should have saved that 300 science, shouldn't I? Yeah, never mind. I've only got 200 left now. Oh, damn, that was annoying. Specialized control. Dance reaction wheel large. Inner engines. I'll wait on that. For now, though, I have been visited once again by the happy lunchtime hand. And being a Friday, that's a special lunchtime. It's not, I just decide it is because it's the end of the week. And you know what? My stream, my rules. Right, for there, though, I will save and I will leave it as I go for. That was actually quite good timing, I think. So, Taylor Aerospace. Save. Right, but yeah, from that I think I'll end it. So for now though, I'll see you all later.